Hello everyone, and welcome to How to Keep Your Family Healthy. I'm Dr. Adam Seay. You're watching this video because you're probably sick and tired of being sick and tired. If your family is missing work, they're missing school because of health issues or illnesses, then this video will help you and kind of guide you through some things that you can do to boost their health and get them back to school, get them healthy, get them out playing, doing the things that your kids want to enjoy, and for you, getting your life back, helping you stay healthy all year long. With all the information available out there, it's frustrating trying to keep track of what's going to actually help you and your family stay well throughout the entire year. So this video will guide you towards some helpful hints for your family to stay healthy. Just a disclaimer, this video is not intended to replace any medical advice, and always consult with your healthcare provider before starting any supplement regimen. A little bit of background about myself. I am a board-certified chiropractic physician, been in private practice since 2005 in North Carolina, and my practice focuses on wellness. We focus on nutrition, functional medicine, functional neurology, and we do some detoxification as well. So when it comes to keeping your family healthy, diet is critical. Diet has one of the largest impacts on our physiology, so you want to make sure you're getting good nutrition. So let's look at which foods you should avoid or consider avoiding if you're struggling with your health. Number one is going to be sugar. This is the biggest offender of your immune system and is linked to tons of health issues, diabetes and heart disease and all the other things associated with it. It feeds cancer. Sugar is one of those things you definitely want to limit and try to remove completely from your diet. Trans fats are definitely something to avoid. These are plastic fats. They cause your cells to become rigid and allow for easier infiltration of viruses and other organisms. So you don't want to be consuming these fats. You also want to potentially look at dairy, especially for your kids if they're having ear infections. Dairy is a big mucus former, and for some people they are very sensitive to dairy. So again, something to consider if you're having health issues. Another one is gluten. This is a known contributor to intestinal permeability. Another thing that's not mentioned, but again, kind of often overlooked sometimes, are other grains. Soy. This is a highly genetically modified food that wreaks havoc on your health. It's also sprayed with our number 7 thing to avoid, which is glyphosate or Roundup. The other one is MSG. This is a neurotoxin that destroys your neurons in your nervous system. So again, this contributes to a lot of brain issues. We're going to see cognitive impairment and things associated with that. So again, definitely something to avoid for you and your family. And last but certainly not least is glyphosate, which is Roundup. And this is becoming more and more prevalent in our environment. They're using it on our foods to ripen things like wheat and other things. Fruits and vegetables are actually getting exposed to this. And it destroys bifidobacter in your intestine, and it is a chelator. So it chelates out your vitamins and minerals. So if you've been to your doctor and they tell you, you don't need to take supplements, you don't need to take a multivitamin, you don't need to take anything, just get it from your food, I'm sorry, they don't know about glyphosate, because this is everywhere in the United States, and this chelates out your vitamins and minerals. So if you're eating food that has been subject to glyphosate, you're gonna take out any of the vitamins and minerals that are in that food. So therefore, and this is my take on the obesity epidemic and why so many people are overfed, but their bodies are starving. The reason their bodies are starving because we have no nutritive value in our food anymore because of what we're doing to it. So again, good reason to go organic if you can and try to avoid this at all costs. So let's look at some nutritional supplements to help you and your family stay healthy. And again, part of the reason we're going through this is because of point number 7, which is glyphosate. You've got to supplement. This is in our environment, in our society today, this is a must. The first thing that we always look at for people, and it's a very good one, which is vitamin D3. This is a phenomenal immune support that strengthens your dendritic cells. These are your antigen-presenting cells to your immune system. The dosage for kids under 5 is going to be about 34 units per pound is a good rule. You can always do a blood test too. They even have finger pricks that you can test your vitamin D levels to see exactly where you are. The only drawback to supplementation is you just have to monitor it because you can go too high with D3. So always just get a blood test. Again, they have finger pricks and other ways to check this. Dosage for children from 5 to 10 is usually about 2,500 units. And this is just a ballpark figure. Some kids may need more, some may need less. Dosage for adults is anywhere from 4,000 to 8,000 units. Sometimes in my office, when we see a very low vitamin D, we'll even go higher than that for a period of time to get their levels up and then retest. And this is, again, why it's best to have a blood test so you know exactly what your levels are. Some D3 I use in my office can be the D3 serum from Premier Research Labs. We also use Systemic Formula's DV3 and also Zymogen's D3 5000. And there's other sources of vitamin D that we use, but these are all good, reputable sources. Probiotics. This is, again, a very important thing to look at. Probiotics account for the majority of your immune system, since it's housed around the gut, called GALT, or gut-associated lymphoidal tissue. So again, probiotics are vital to your immune system. They should be given daily and increased after any antibiotic use as well. And another thing you usually want to do after antibiotic use is replace diamine oxidase, especially if your kids have been taking antibiotics for ear infections or with sinus infections. You've got to replace diamine oxidase. Otherwise, it's going to set you up for some food issues, in particular high histamine containing foods, because they know antibiotics deplete diamine oxidase. The other thing, you want to use a broad spectrum species that can help repopulate the gut flora, and usually in the billions is probably the best to shoot for. So ones that I use in my office is Therabiotic through Claire Labs. They have multiple different strains. This is a children's chewable that works very well. Kids like it, tastes good. We also use DesBio's BioPro 30, which is a 30 billion one. And then also Zymogen has a new one called ProBiomax 350DF. And this is a high potency multi-species formula that you can use to really get your gut flora back to where it needs to be and back into balance. Digestive enzymes. These are vital to improving digestion and getting your absorption of nutrients out of your food the best that you can. Digestion is probably one of those things that so many people struggle with, even kids struggle with, and replacing enzymes are vital to the body. And they also improve the voltage of your body, and this helps you absorb nutrients. Voltage keeps your immune system healthy as well, keeps your oxygen levels up. So then, another reason why digestive enzymes are so important. Some ones that I use in my office, we use Premier Digest. This is a good plant-based enzyme. Digestase is also another great enzyme with multiple things to help you break down your food. And we also, for the kids, can use VitalZymes Chewable so that they can get adequate enzyme through something that they like, that they can chew and it actually tastes good. Greens. This is going to be probably one of your hidden sources, believe it or not, of omega-3s that a lot of people don't realize, but it's a powerful source of phytonutrients. When you look at the things that we tend to eat, they tend to eat greens that have good omega-3s in them. So again, a great thing for us to consume, and not hardly any of us consume enough of these things. So they're very, very important. They're great at alkalizing the body and getting your pH kind of within range. Again, that's voltage. So you want to improve voltage by getting greens into the body. It supports detoxification, which again is vital to clearing out infection, getting your body to stay supported, biotoxin accumulation as well to get rid of those. And it also improves cellular health. So you're only as healthy as your cells. So if you can improve your cell, you're going to improve the way you feel and the way you function. Some greens that I like, Premier Green Caps are kind of a capsule version of some organically grown greens. Nano Greens as well, kind of a broad-based formula of different greens and other nutrients and even some fruits in it. And then Nitro Greens from Biotics, another great source of good organically grown greens that can help get this into your body without having to consume those if you're pressed for time, or sometimes even the timing of the year may not be most conducive to consuming greens. These are great ways to get those in. Kind of on that same token, talking about essential fatty acids, omega-3s are so vital. Achieving the right ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 will decrease inflammation, and it supports your immune system when you get inflammation down. So you want to definitely get that ratio well within range. There is a finger prick blood test that we do in the office called the omega-3 test or lipid test, and this will look at the right ratio of omega-6 to omega-3. That ideal ratio should be probably under 5 to 1. If we find anything over 10 to 1, you're in trouble. The research confirms 15 to 1. We know what the causes or the ramifications of that. You're going to have heart disease, cancer, stroke, Alzheimer's. The list goes on and on and on as to what the imbalance between omega-6 and omega-3 ratio is. And this also helps keep your blood thin, which is you definitely want to do. You don't want your blood sticking together. and it's also great for brain development. So DHA in particular for the kids, if you're pregnant, these are all things that help to develop the brain, keep the brain healthy. The vast majority of the brain is fat, so you definitely want to get good quality oils into the body. So one that I like that we use is quail. This is a kind of a triglyceride form of omega-3s, has EPA, DHA. They do put some vitamin D in there as well. Vista 1, we also use another one called Vista 2. This helps the cell membrane to get the adequate ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 for the cell membrane to help function optimally. And a lot of times we use omega pure like krill or other oils that are highly purified. And that's the key with your oils. You cannot get a cheap oil. You have to get high quality, purified, molecularly distilled oils, because the vast majority of oils, especially the way our environment is and the waters that are toxic, and a lot of these things are farm raised, you got to detoxify these oils. You got to pull out PCBs, dioxins, heavy metals. All these things are contaminated. Your companies that are quality will do that for you. They'll go and do CNR monographs on them. They'll see exactly what is in the oil. They'll distill those out, pulling those contaminants off, giving you a high quality, purified oil, and that makes a huge impact on your health. Vitamin C. This is vital nutrient and vital vitamin to the body, because we do not receive or make this internally. We have to receive it from food. So you have to consume adequate amounts of vitamin C, and most people's diet isn't very good. And we usually talk about a whole C form, not just your ascorbic acid. So this supports the immune system, helps for collagen synthesis. You're going to get cardiovascular health, detoxification, even pain control. I mean, so many things that vitamin C works on. It's a phenomenal vitamin. So ones that I use in the office, we like Optimal Health Systems Whole Food C. This is a food-based C. It's a chewable, tastes really good. The kids love it. It can get you the whole component of vitamin C, not just the ascorbic acid. We do like a liposomal vitamin C as well for high absorbability. And you can also do C Complete Powder. If you want a powdered version, this is again a whole food-based supplement of vitamin C, which is what you want, not the synthetic ascorbic acid that is out on the shelves of a lot of your companies that are available to you just over the counter. So again, you want to do a quality vitamin C as well. Minerals. These are vital components to the cell. They're absolutely necessary. They give the cell the raw materials to make a healthy new cell. So you cannot make, if you don't make a healthy new cell, you're not going to be doing very well. Minerals are chelated from your food from the ubiquitous presence of glyphosate or Roundup. So we've been over this already, but again, another reason why you have to consume minerals. And then unfortunately, metals from vaccines, the environment, pesticides, and other sources displace these minerals out. So mercury can knock out, selenium, and aluminum can knock out magnesium. You see these things where zinc's knocked out. All these things are replaced a lot of times by these heavy metals. Some ones that I use in the office, raw materials. This again gives you everything you need to make a healthy new cell. It has a lot of nutrients, a lot of minerals in them, from humic and fulvic acid, but also from marine phytoplankton. This is Minrex. This is a good kind of multi-mineral formula that helps the body absorb the chelated minerals, which are your best forms. And then these two, which are matrix minerals and micro minerals. Matrix minerals, kind of like raw materials, the humic fulvic acid that's there in a liquid form that does not taste bad. And then you also have the micro minerals, which are some of those other ones that help you to absorb your minerals and get minerals into the body. So these are all great sources of minerals that I use in the office. A multivitamin. This again, most people's diet is pretty poor. We're not getting the nutrients, we're not getting that whole constituent of all the vitamins that we need because again of our good old friend Roundup or glyphosate. You don't get those from your diet. So when we start feeding ourselves good nutrition, our bodies do so much better. So again, we are overfed in our current society and we're starving. We're starving for nutrition and we have plenty of food to eat. So again, you want to make sure you're getting good quality nutrition into the body. Ones that I like is a complete multi-powder. This is a food-based whole food supplement that's in powder form that'll give you a good food-based source. Omni Essentials the same way. There's a whole food multivitamin that gives you good sources of nutrition, and also Standard Processes Catalin, probably again the oldest multivitamin that's been around. Very, very good. They have chewable sources as well for the kids. A great whole food source of multivitamin. And last but certainly not least, we have to look at chiropractic. Chiropractic is vital to your health of your body. You cannot achieve health and wellness without maintaining and addressing your nervous system. The nervous system stress starts at birth and it continues throughout your life. I mean, just watch when you're kids how many times they fall learning how to walk and crawl. It happens all the time. The birthing process is traumatic to the spine, to the nervous system. So it starts there and we just kind of get this accumulation of trauma and interference to the nervous system. And the nervous system is the system that coordinates and controls everything in the body. So the best way to improve function of your nervous system is through the chiropractic adjustment. And we do this in the office. The adjustment improves your immune system, improves your digestion, your range of motion, your endocrine system, your cardiovascular system, your performance. I mean, everything builds upon what you do to the nervous system. And if you improve the nervous system, you're going to improve every system in the body. So when we look at that connection between the spine, it goes out to the rest of the body. So you can see where all the nerves come down and innervate: the kidneys, the arms, the heart, the digestive system, the gonads, the large intestine. All of these things controlled by the nervous system. It's how the nervous system communicates out through the body. So we have to have good nerve function and nervous system function so that your body performs at its optimal level. If you want to kickstart your family's health and need some guidance, I'm here to help you. I would be happy to guide you through this journey and help you get your health back. Give my office a call today at 919-662-0520. Be happy to help you and kind of do what you need us to do to get your family healthy. If you mention this video, you and your family can be checked structurally and nutritionally for $47 per person. We do have a waiver. If you decide to purchase additional treatment, you have the legal right to change your mind within 3 days and receive a full refund, and this is a $160 value. So again, if you're serious about this and you want to get your health back in line and you're tired of being sick and tired, I'm here to help you. Give my office a call today at 919-662-0520, and I look forward to getting your health back. Thank you for watching.